After making YouTube videos on and off for almost 3 years, I've always been obsessed with the numbers. How many views I'd get, how many people would like it, and whether people would comment or subscribe to my channel. And while those are necessary aspects of content creation, especially if you want to grow an audience and eventually get monetized, it came to a point where numbers became my only focus when making videos. And when videos didn't reach the amount of traction I was hoping for, I'd write the video off as a flop or the video just wasn't good enough. It was less about the process of making the video and whether I was having fun while making it, and more about the result. And don't get me wrong, I love making videos. I've been making all sorts of videos for as long as I can remember. But after years of not seeing the growth I was hoping for, that stuff would get to my head, which would result in me taking long breaks and being very inconsistent. I feel like many small content creators like myself all get to a point where we ask ourselves, what's the point? What's the point of making this video when it seems like nobody cares? And I get it, spending hours making a video only for it to get 10 views or so, it can be incredibly frustrating. However, this video is not about statistics or the quote-unquote injustice of the algorithm. It's about putting those numbers into perspective and understanding the impact your video can have on others. So first of all, I'm going to explain what I mean by putting the numbers into perspective. While it may seem painfully obvious at first, it's important to remember that the views your videos are getting are actual people watching your stuff. Because on social media, people are often reduced to numbers like views or likes, when in reality, those 10 views I got on my last video are actual people who took the time to click on my video and sometimes even watch it entirely. And I think it's important to have that mindset, especially as a smaller YouTuber, because it gives you a different, much more positive perspective on the outcome of your video, even if it wasn't what you were initially hoping for. More importantly, the success of your video shouldn't be defined solely by statistics, but rather if it's a video you enjoyed making. The next thing I wanted to talk about was the impact your videos can have on others, sometimes without you even knowing it. A couple of nights ago, I was scrolling through YouTube at 3 a.m. and I came across this one video titled "One View is Enough." I'll leave the link in the description below, but the video basically explained how you should never underestimate the power of one view because you'll never know the impact it might have on someone else. Sometimes one person is all it takes. This video really impacted me and even inspired me to make this specific video. But the guy who made it, he'll never know that, and sometimes that's the point. You never know who's watching your videos or what they're going through, so no matter what niche you're in, at the end of the day, a video you think flopped might be the exact moment that changes how someone thinks or even how they feel that day. Now, the goal of this video isn't to give you concrete tips and tricks on how to improve your content, because I don't feel qualified enough to do that. Otherwise, I'd already be on 1,000 subscribers. The goal of this video is to show you that by putting your numbers into perspective and understanding the impact your video can have on other people, it's much easier to stay consistent and motivated. I'm not saying you should ignore your analytics, that would be dumb advice. I'm just saying they shouldn't be the only thing that determines whether a video was worth making. If you keep everything I've talked about in mind for your next upload, you'll realize that every video you make already has value, whether it performs well or not. Thank you for watching.